Hey everyone, welcome to a lesson on complementary and supplementary angles. Some of you might be wondering what this is, and some of you might already know. And if you do already know, well, then this will be an easy lesson to follow. If you don't know what this is, that's okay, because I'm going to show you this slide right here. So to show what complementary angle is very simple. It's just two angles that add up to 90 degrees. So here's an example right here of a beautiful 90-degree angle, and that's represented by a square right here. And if you add 52 plus 38, you'll get exactly 90 degrees. And that's all there is to a complementary angle. In fact, a supplementary angle isn't much different. A supplementary angle is just like a complementary angle, except for instead of adding to 90 degrees, it adds to 180 degrees. So if you hear these words being thrown out, complementary, supplementary, complementary, supplementary, complementary just means they add up to 90, and supplementary means they just add up to 180 degrees. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to do some basic problems to get used to this, guys. These problems are going to look something like this, where you're going to be given this something like looks like a 90-degree angle, and you have to solve for this missing angle right here. Well, in this situation right here, we must first ask ourselves, is this a complementary or supplementary angle? I see this box right here, so I know it's complementary, so I know it's going to equal 90 degrees, whatever this is. Now I'm going to add the two angles together, 72 plus x. And once I have my equation formed that represents this complementary relationship, I just need to solve for x. So I'm going to take my equation. I see a positive 72, and I'm going to subtract 72, which cancels out this 72, and then 90 minus 72 is 18, so that it should be 18 degrees. I've got my degree symbol, which is very shameful right now. But that's our answer. It's 18 degrees. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's not too bad. I wonder how this could actually be hard. Well, look no further. Let me show you something that looks a little bit more complicated. What if we're given this big sentence right here? We're not even shown a picture, and we're just given this information of angle AOB and angle BOC, and they're supplementary angles. Boom. The moment we're told they're supplementary angles, we know whatever we're dealing with, it's going to be equal to 180 degrees. So if the measurement of angle AOB is equal to 9x plus 7, and the measure of angle BOC is equal to 13x minus 3, what are the measures of the two angles? So here's the thing. If I know these two angles are supplementary, I know I can take their measurements, 9x plus 7 plus 13x minus 3, and that's going to equal 180. And right there, I have my equation already done. So once I have my equation, it's pretty simple to solve for x now, right? Because I can just take this right here. First off, you see these parentheses, guys? They're not necessary, right? So I'm going to get rid of those. They're gone. There's nothing in front of these parentheses. They're not being multiplied anything. There's nothing to distribute. They're gone. So now that I have that, I'm going to look for, well, I notice I see I have two x's. I can combine these two. But I also see I have some normal numbers on the same side, so I can combine those pretty easily too. So I'm going to combine my like terms. 9 plus 13 is 22x. And then positive 7 minus 3 is going to be a plus 4. And that's still equal to 180. And now I'm just going to solve this like normal. Subtracting by 4. Get rid of the plus 4. That's going to give me 22x equals 176. And then to get rid of this 22, well, that's multiplying by 22. So the opposite of multiplying by 22 is divide by 22. So then we get x equals, well, 176 divided by 22 is 8. And some of us who are going on autopilot right now are thinking, I'm done. I found out what x is. I can move on with my life. But notice, guys, this is a little bit different than the previous one. X does not represent one of these angles. These little expressions represent the angles. And the question is, what are the measures of the two angles? So in this scenario here, we actually still need to have one more step. We have to calculate the angles. Because we said the measure of angle AOB is equal to 9x plus 7, right? So I'm going to replace x with 8, put this in my calculator, and boom, pops out a 79 degree. Aha, I remembered it this time. Don't forget that, guys. It's like your units. Do not forget your degree symbol. Now, that's one of the angles. Let's find out the other angle, which is BOC, and that's equal to 13x minus 3. Once again, I replace the x with an 8, and then I'm going to simplify that and get 101 degrees. Notice my answers, guys. 79 and 101, add those up. What do you get? 180. Boom. You can check your work easily by just adding your answers and seeing if they match up. So that's it, how you find supplementary angles. I'm going to give you a few practice problems based on this, and we will practice a bit more in class. So this is just us getting used to these concepts of complementary and supplementary. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or ask me in class. You guys have a good day. Bye.